Hello everybody, this is Mahita. Welcome to Smart Education in Your Hands. Today we are going to discuss about problems on calendars. Watch this video completely so that you are able to solve any kind of question related to calendars. Okay? If you want more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Okay? Let's start the video. Odd days. Odd days means extra days in a given period of time. For example, let us consider 8 days period. In 8 days, every week is having 7 days. So 8 minus 7, which is equals to 1. So 8 days is having 1 odd day. Similarly, for 10 days, 10 minus 7 equals to 3. So 3 odd days. Similarly, for 15 days, there are 2 sevens, 14 minus 14. 2 weeks are there, so 14. So 15 days is also having 1 odd day. Remember this. What is a leap year? Every year which is divisible by 4 is a leap year if it is not a century. Every 4th century is a leap year and no other century is a leap year. Leap year has 366 days, whereas ordinary year has 365 days. Okay? Next topic. Counting of odd days. Okay, for example, let us take an ordinary year, which is having 365 days, which is equals to 52 weeks plus 1 extra day. This extra day is called as the odd day. In a leap year, there are 366 days, which means 52 weeks plus 2 odd days. These 2 odd days are the odd days. Okay, extra days are the odd days. Next topic. If you want to solve any kind of problem in calendars, then you have to remember 3 things. First about days, then months, then years. If you remember these 3 facts or 3 values, then you can able to solve any kind of question related to calendars. Calendars is very easy topic. If you solve this, you will know about it. Okay? Remember, for Sunday it is 0, Monday it is 1, and Tuesday it is 2, Wednesday it is 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5, and Saturday 6. Remember, Sunday 0, Monday 1, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5, Saturday 6. It is very easy to remember, right? Okay. Next about months. For months, it is somewhat difficult to remember these values, but I will give you an easy trick to remember this. Okay. The values like for January, the value must be 0. For February, it is 3, March 3, April 6, May 1, June 4, July 6, August 2, September 5, October 0, November 3, and December 5. Okay, now how to remember these values? Then take all the values into 3 sets. Okay, remember like this. The first 3 values, that is first set is 033, last set is 035. Then first set is 033, last set 035. Then in the middle 614, 625. Remember like this, 033, 035. Remember like this, 033, 035, 614, 625. 033, 035, 614, 625. If you remember like this, then you can able to find the value easily. For January it is 0. If the answer is for July it must be 6. 033, 035, 614, 625. So July starts with 6. So 625. So likewise, for October it is 0. 0. Remember this. And for starting value January also it is 0. Okay. If you remember like this in a sets wise, it is easy to remember. Okay. Let's move on to the years. Years it is easy. For 1600 to 1699 it is 6. For 1700 to 1799 it is 4. Remember the value is 4. Okay, I will give you one example so that it will be clear for you. if the question is 1947, 1947 falls between 1900 to 1999, right? So the value for the year 1947 must be 0. If the year is 1854, for 1854 it falls between 1800 and 1899, so the value is 2. Likewise, you have to remember 1600 to 1699 it is 6, 1700 to 1799 it is 4, and 1800 to 1899 it is 2, and 1900 to 1999 it's 0, and 2000 to 2099 it is 6. Okay, next. Okay, solve the problem. I will solve this problem in a clearly and step by step manner. So please note these values you have to note these values in stepwise manner, so you will solve it very easily. Okay, first step, let us take the last two digits of a year. What is the last two digits of the year? 47. Take 47. Now check for leap year. How can we check a year is leap year or not? By dividing it into 4, right? So 47 by 4. Here take the coefficient. Remember, only for the second step we use coefficient. Otherwise, for every process we use only the remainder only, but here only we take the coefficients. 4 for one time, and 1 time 4, and 3 odd days. Remember, if there are any odd days, then it is not a leap year. Remember this, not leap year. So the coefficient is 11, since 4 11s are 44 and 3 odd days. Okay, next, take the day, that is 26. Now fourth step, take the month. What is the value of January? We have remembered, right? For January it is 0. And for fifth step, take the number of the year. 1947 it falls on, okay, I will show you. See, from 1900 to 1999 the value is 0. So for 1947 also it is 0. So fifth step also it is 0. Now add all these values. Okay, then we get 84. Okay, so 5 steps. First we have write the last two digits of the year, 47. Then 47 divided by 4, coefficient. Then date, then month, for month, value of month, and value of year. Now add all these 5 values. The answer is 84. Now the 84 divided by 7, so that we will have the number of odd days present in this period of time, right? Because 7, why should we divide it by 7? Because a week is having 7 days. So 7 one time, and 14 two times, so which is equals to 0 odd days. Odd days. That means, clear all? Okay, 0 odd days equals to Sunday. Okay, so 26 January 1947 is a Sunday. Okay, let us solve another example, so you will be clear in this topic. Okay, let's solve another one. 29th February 2012. Okay, continue our process. Let us take the last two digits of the year, 12. Next, check for leap year, 12 by 4. The coefficient is 3 and 0 odd days. So 3 coefficient and leap year. Remember, this is a leap year. Third question. Next, month, date 29. Next, for February 033, right? January, February, March 033. So February, the month 3. Fifth, for the year 2000. Okay, for year 2000 it is 6. We have 0, 6. We have remembered the value of the year, right? So it is 6. Now add all the values. Okay, 53. Okay, we have half completed the process. Then 53 by 7. Now 7 sevens are 49, so 4 odd days. 4 odd days. 4 odd days means now we have to minus 1 because it is a leap year. Remember, for every leap year we have to minus 1 the odd days. This is very important to remember. If the year is leap year, then we have to minus 1 the odd years. So 3 odd days. 3 odd days equals to Wednesday. So 29th February 2012 is Wednesday. Okay. Let us solve one more problem. What dates of May 2002 did Monday fall? Okay, if the question is like this, then find what is the day of the first day in the month. Okay, 1st May 2002. First step, what is the first step? We have to take the 02. For the second step, we have to check whether it is leap year or not. 2 by 4, it is not possible, right? So the coefficient is 0 and not a leap year. And third step, what is the date? 1. Date is 1. And fourth, for May it is 1. And fifth step, for year, what is the year? 2000. 2000 means 6. Right? For the year 6. Okay, calculate. 9, 10. Okay, 10. Total is 10. It is not a leap year, so we don't have to minus 1. 10 by 7, which is equals to 3 odd days. 3 odd days means Wednesday. So 1st May 2002 is Wednesday. 2nd Thursday. 3rd Friday. 4th Saturday. 5th Sunday. 6th Monday. So 6th is Monday. 6 plus 7, that means 7 days. 6 plus 7 is 13th. That is also Monday. Then 13 plus 7, which is 20. And 20th is also Monday. Then 20 plus 7, 27 is also Monday. So we can conclude that it is all 6th, 13, 20 and 27. These 4 days are Mondays in the month May 2002. Hope you clear about calendars, and in the next second part I will solve many questions related to calendars, so you will be perfect in calendars. If you like my video, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I will give you one more example, or I will give you one homework for you. 19th September 1999. What is the day of this date? Okay, comment below the answer. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.